mother is seeking justice for the death of her daughter. Mrs. Vimiga Vivian Apaga is mother to Karen Hapuch Apaga, a 14-year-old SS1 student of Premier Academy, Lube, Abuja, who died on June 22nd under questionable circumstances. The mother is alleging that her daughter, who had type 1 diabetes, died of sepsis caused by a condom allegedly left inside her private part by assailants who allegedly raped and sodomized her while she was in school. The school denies the accusations, saying Karen Hapuch was in good health when her mother picked her up from the school. Our correspondent, Kayla Megwa, investigates.
This is Karen Hapuch Apaga, a 14-year-old SS1 student of Premier Academy, Abuja, who on the 22nd of June tragically died after going into a coma at a private hospital in Abuja. Our investigation begins in Karen's home, located in Gwarimpa, Abuja. We're met by her mother, Vihimga Vivian Apaga. She had been managing Karen's type 1 diabetes since she was diagnosed at the age of 9. According to her, her late daughter was raped and sodomized while she was still in the custody of her school, Premier Academy, Abuja. She claims her child was not healthy when she picked her up from school 2 days before her death. And when she was rushed to the hospital the day after she came home, a sperm-filled condom was found in Karen, which allegedly infected her, causing sepsis, which eventually killed her. As we go up the stairs into her bedroom, the house Karen lived in is still fresh with memories of her. Her clothes, her shoes, her diary with plans for the summer, and her Bible, where she marked Job 3:25.
I have asked them for the medical report, but they said it's not for them to give me the medical report. I should go meet the doctor. The doctor said it was the police that authorized them for the medical report. It's unethical that they're investigating and he will give me the medical report. I just want to know what happened to her and then prevent this from ever happening to another child in that school.
Human rights activists have been protesting Karen's death since it hit social media. Just like her mother, they believe the school is using the police to cover up what really happened to Karen while she was in school. And they've ambushed the executive director of the National Human Rights Commission about to conduct a different event here, asking that an independent investigation be carried out by the commission.
We will look into this, and if it warrants the processes you have outlined, the commission will do what is necessary.
The activists are led by this man, Mr. Lemi Uhegbe. Lemi tells us he's being followed and is afraid for his life and that of his family. At first it felt like he was just being paranoid. But just when we were set to leave the commission, Lemi is accosted by a masked woman with a security personnel who, upon seeing our cameras, refuse to identify themselves and vacate the scene.
Mama, would you like to introduce yourself so you can give us what your thoughts are? Let's find out what's going on.
We bring the accusations by the human rights activists alleging a cover-up by the police to the police headquarters.
The autopsy was conducted, and like I stated earlier, a matter of this kind will require expertise and procedures. So we await the outcome.
In search of more answers, we head to the school, Premier Academy. We are met by the school management, headed by the school principal, Mr. Chris Akinsonwo.
From the report from the parent, it was said that a decayed condom was found, and then a live spermatozoa. We look at both of them. Do they really add up?
Unknown to the school authorities, prior to this visit by our crew, we'd been anonymously informed of the case of a physical and health education teacher who was suspended indefinitely in February of this year for sexual harassment.
A teacher was engaging students in some discussion that is not supposed to be. So at that point, we pick it up, it was investigated, and it was made to face disciplinary committee.
The school shows us CCTV footage showing Karen leaving the school to meet her mother 2 days before she died. They claim the video proves Karen was in perfect health before she was picked up by her mother. Karen was rushed to the hospital a day after she came home from school. The doctor who examined her has refused to speak to the press on the alleged condom found in her and what could have possibly caused her death. With the autopsy still pending, we decided to seek a second opinion from another doctor.
If the person's sugar is actually very, very high, that 2 days is even enough to take the person off. If the person has been passing urine, I hope that I just expect to see any sperm in the urine.
Back at the school, we're taken to Karen's hostel, where she slept and spent time with her classmates.
There are no winners or losers in this case. What's ultimately happened is that a child, a 14-year-old child with such a bright future, has died. A school conflicted with keeping its image of being the best boarding school in the FCT. A mother grieving for the death of her child. Ultimately, what everybody wants is that if this act really did happen to this girl, that the perpetrators are brought to justice and Karen's memory lives on. Kayla Megwa, Channels Television News.